Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Rahayu. Peace be upon us all. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am indeed delighted to inform that there are over 1,000 instructional design and technology specialists across Indonesia. And to all of participants today, thank you for joining us in the Regional Symposium on Instructional Design and Technology, or Simposium Regional Pengembang Teknologi Pembelajaran. Welcome to the first talk session with our special guest from London, United Kingdom. Allow me to introduce Professor Denise Whitelock to you all. Let's give a big round of applause to welcome her in the room. Welcome, Professor Whitelock. Professor Denise Whitelock is the director for the Institute of Educational Technology at the Open University of London, in London, United Kingdom. She has also been Professor of Technology Enhanced Learning with over 25 years of experience in artificial intelligence for designing, researching, and evaluating online and computer-based learning in higher education. Recently, she is leading the UK's contribution to the Adaptive Trust e-assessment system for learning project, or we call it TESLA, which aims to define and develop an e-assessment system that ensures learners' authentication and authorship in online and blended learning environments, while avoiding the time and physical space limitations imposed by a face-to-face examination. Professor Whitelock is also currently being the editor of Open Learning, the Journal of Open Distance and E-Learning. Her contribution has received international recognition through holding visiting chairs at the Autonomous University in Barcelona and the British University in Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and participants, today, Professor Denise Whitelock will present a topic that she has specifically prepared for all of us. It is about realizing learning design and learning analytics at scale at the Open University. Without further ado, please welcome Professor Denise Whitelock. To Professor Denise Whitelock, the room is yours, and you may start now. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll now share my screen. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great pleasure, honor, to be with you this afternoon. I want to share with you the work we've been doing in the Institute of Educational Technology and with our learning designers. We are working and supporting our students learning at distance. So here's a picture of our building, the Institute of Educational Technology. It was the first created department when the OU, the Open University, was founded 50 years ago. The pedagogy that was developed for the university was from the Institute. We look and research into educational technology, how to support our students with the latest technologies, learning design and learning analytics, and pedagogy for Future Learn went mainstream in the university from IET. So what is the Open University? It's the leading global distance learning university. 30% of our students are part-time students. 38% of those students are taught by us, the OU, in the UK. So we have 38% of the part-time market with over 173,000 students. No formal entry requirements. That's why it's called the Open University. So it offers opportunities for all. 55% of our students are term disadvantaged, and 66% of our new undergraduates are 25 years over. When in 8 of our students declare a disability or already in work, and 60% are sponsored from the FTSE 100 employers. So background. These are the sorts of students we're talking about, and in the developments I'm going to explain that this is our target audience. So in the Open University, we teach with Moodle. We're also one of the developers of Moodle, which of course is an open source platform. Our pedagogical model, really one of personalized learning. It's based on the Oxford and Cambridge tutorial model, where students have one tutor. The tutorials may be 3 students or just 1 student. And so we try to use that model and make it work at scale. Now, as you're learning designers, I'm speaking mainly to learning designers. Today, this is your conference. How do we go about learning design? Well, our learning design is based on good pedagogical principles, researched with evidence. And we have a learning design team where we facilitate the design of inclusive learning experiences to transform our students' lives. They come because they want better employment or promotion. And we work together as a whole team. There are teams of us producing the modules and courses at the Open University. So how did learning design start with us at the university? It started with a project, Oldie project, and I've got some references underneath here for people who worked at the institute and this early work. So what we did here was look at the activities that students would engage in, those in terms of learning design. Here we have 7 types of activities. Those we call assimilative, which is attending to information, then finding and handling information, productive activity, experiential activity, learning in a real world setting, interactive and adaptive, where we're applying a simulated setting, especially in economics and in science, and assessment. How important assessment is, as we know, that drives our students' learning. So our origins started with this Oldie project, which was just funded. We made learning design mandatory in the university from 2014, and now we've developed what we call our core offer from 2019. And that's what I'm going to tell you about. So the Aldi project had these levels of activities. We have now combined applying learning in a real world or simulating setting to what we call practice, and of course assessment being very important in our model. So here's our approach, which we've developed over time. We have an end-to-end design and evaluation process built around this core offer, and it flexes to the needs of our model team. Large teams of academics working together on producing a new module. It scale, so the modules last for 8 years, although we do make changes as we go along and learn. And there's a great emphasis on partnership with all the people work in the team, which of course will be software specialists, designers, etc. So we all work with the design, development and production unit. And this unit has 272 staff. It's got a 14 million budget. It consists of editors, learning designers, with 19 of those. Staff who produce the media, the video, the audio, the interactive media, the graphics and artwork. We have the delivery, the online services, warehouse and distribution for our books, our materials procurement, and we have a student help desk. For this, we are producing 100 plus new modules a year and maintain 350 plus modules. So it's a big team with a big budget, producing a lot of materials at scale. So what about this learning design core offer? These are the components of the offer, and flexible activities tailored to meet the needs for that module or that curriculum. And the learning design team act as facilitators to advise, share good practice and recent research. So in the workshop, the team are asked about what they are trying to achieve, what their content they think will look like. They are engaging the learning designers, applying design for retention, because retention dropout is telling us about our content, how people are interacting, and we want to support people right through so they don't drop out. We use learning design tools to map the workload, the student journey as we go through, to see how that will work and be as supportive as possible to the student. Also ensure that the tools and technologies used are a good fit with the module pedagogy, and we have evaluation throughout the course of the module when students are using that. And I will tell you later about the learning analytics that we use to evaluate the student going through the course and after the course. So what we've developed is an activity planner that can be assessed and looked at as we're at the beginning of the design process.